Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to talk about the Redmi 14C, which is a really nice budget phone right now in 2025 that you can pick up for under $120. And this is a phone that I definitely recommend to people who are on a budget, a really tight budget, but they still don't want any compromise when it comes to like using features for a smartphone. And so, yeah, I picked this up around November 2024, and this is still a really solid phone, and it's gonna be definitely something that I wanted to talk about now in 2025 because I've been using it for about 6 months now. So make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video because we're going to be talking about the Redmi 14C after I've been using it for about 6 months. Make sure you stay locked in to the end of the video. If you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's just jump into it. As far as updates schedules go, the Redmi 14C is scheduled to receive at least 2 OS upgrades, major updates. So you're going to be getting the 15 and 16 on this device. So right out of the box, you get your SIM card remover tool, you get your user manual and your user guide. You also get a large, beefy 33 watt milliamp per hour battery. And then you're also going to get your charging cable inside the box, as well as the TPU case. So yeah, that's what I like about Redmi phones, is that they always update their phones. This one's going to get the 18 watts fast charging too. So you get some pretty decent charging speeds with this processing chip. You also do get the Xiaomi Hyper OS user experience on this device, which is one of my favorite OS systems when it comes to using this. So obviously you can see when I looked at the phone, facial unlock right on here. So you do get that facial unlock with this device. You can see right here, if I go to updates on the Redmi 14C, it's using the Xiaomi Hyper OS. Let me put the brightness all the way up. And yeah, so you can see I have it on a custom launcher right now. As far as the OS, it's the 1.0.110.UGTMIXM. And yeah, so let's go ahead, hit update. And so if you update this device, you're going to be able to see that it does have a new update right here for the March 2025 system update, which I'm going to go ahead and install while I'm talking in this video. But as you can see, the update installs really fast. It's 257 megabytes. And so this is the 1.0.13.UGTMIXM. So this actually updates pretty fast. As you can see right now, it's extracting some information for the software update. We'll come back to this in just a second, but you could always return to it. It says the update is available though. Going back into the software, the phone, the user interface is really straightforward. First of all, in the hand, this phone feels really good when it comes to the build quality. It's got a 6.88 inch display. This is actually the sage green color, and this is the global release. So you can actually get 2 other colors. You can get a starry blue color, or you can get a midnight black color. The favorite out of my 3 is this one right here, which I really do like. So obviously they're going to give you some really good software on this one, and it's going to be compatible with T-Mobile, Mint, and other US networks. So yeah, this is an unlocked device that you could pick up and use pretty much on any network in the US. It supports 4G LTE. So yeah, let's talk about the body of this phone. So you have your SIM slot right here for the expansion of the storage. And so yeah, you'll get expanded storage with this one. I'm using the 128 gigabyte model with the 4 gigabytes of RAM right now. But yeah, this device will expand the storage. If you do have a SD card, you could put it in here and get more storage on here. So that's one of the things that I really like, is that it does have that eMMC 5.1 storage with the SD card slot. I think you could do up to 1 terabyte on here or more, if I'm not mistaken. You have your cameras in the back, which we'll get into in a second, but it does sport a 50 megapixel Samsung camera as the main shooter. And on the other side, you're going to get your volume rockers, you're going to get your power button. It's got this frame that feels like plastic. I did drop the frame on the corner, and you can see just by looking at the dent on there that it kind of bruised the phone a little bit. Looks like it was made of plastic. But when you're holding it in the hand, it feels solid, like it feels like metal. I wouldn't be surprised if it was metal, because right here you can see obviously it did dent there too. So yeah, this device holds up pretty well when it comes to drops. I dropped it a few times, and yeah, it was durable. Obviously, it's going to get a couple scuffs. One of the things that I like about this device, though, is it does support GPS, AGPS, GLONASS, BEDAO, Galileo, and then it's going to also support LDAC, AAC as far as Bluetooth, SBC as well, and it's also going to give you Bluetooth 5.4. which is insane. So you do get NFC with this one. You also do get an audio jack at the top, FM radio as well. And I have to check, but I think it does have infrared scanning for like what's that thing called? Basically, I think it does have the infrared scanning for the IR blaster, but I have to double check. 18 watts fast charging speeds with a 5160 milliamp hour removable battery. So yeah, you're getting a whole bunch on here. Let me go ahead and put my face unlock in here one more time. Let's see if the software is available by hitting update, and then it just says finalizing 2%. So yeah, eventually it's going to finish up with the software. So we'll just come back to that later. I thought it might have been done already, but let's go back into the system. You can see we do have system apps updater, which will actually update any app that seems out of date. You also have your security status on this device. So you can update the Google Play Protect right here and stay up to date when it comes to the Play Store. It does say that we do need to reset the device to keep it up to date, which I'm going to do in just a second. You have your Bluetooth, your Wi-Fi, your mobile networks on here. I did insert my SIM card from Straight Talk, and it was connected to 4G LTE right away. You also do get a VPN, a portable hotspot as well. You're also going to get your quick share Android Auto settings on this device as well. So, really good settings, really good customization, which I want to talk about. Obviously, you're going to get a ton of features in here. It has raise to wake, double tap to turn the screen on, wake lock screen for notifications option here, as well as the volume down button to open the camera when the screen is locked. Those are some useful features. Inside of the home settings, you can actually turn Google the feed on or off. If you don't want that on there, let's just turn that off just to, but you also do have your app vault too. So they give you 3 different options there for the home screen settings. You can also change it so that it's a light mode with the app drawer or the classic mode. So really good features here as far as the OS and the customization. And then you also have your gestures down here that you could change to the buttons as well, giving you full access to customize this thing the way you want to. So they do allow you to change the layout. Right now I have it at 5x5, but you could also personalize it to the 4x5 as well. So yeah, pretty good there in that department. We also do have our lock screen, floating notifications and badges as well. When it comes to the notifications, the notch will give you the don't hide or hide. And obviously the notch, when it comes to the notch, looking at it is basically like that little U drop notch. And so you can see it has this cool animation whenever the screen is loading, like the whole loading screen right here. And I have a custom launcher, actually a custom theme on here. And that's one of the things that I really like about this phone, because if you go into themes with this phone, it gives you all different categories to choose from. So you get featured, you get the main themes on here. And I want to put my SIM card in here because I definitely like this device. I've been using the Moto, and I've been using a Umidigi device. But look at the themes that you're getting. These are absolutely free of charge to use, and so you'll get a plethora of themes on here, unlimited themes, it feels like. And I feel like I've never seen the same one twice. If I did see the same one twice, it was probably by just I was looking for the same one twice. But you could barely find any old themes in here. Like every time I come in here, it's something new. They also give you different this option right here, scenery. So let's go ahead, shot on the Note 8, the Redmi Note 8. I know you guys remember that phone. That was one of my favorite phones of all time. And you can see some of these wallpapers that were shot with the Redmi Note 8, which is, in my opinion, absolutely brilliant pictures here. I still actually have that phone, which is one of my favorite Redmi phones of all time. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of Redmi, obviously, as you can see here, but I really like this one because it's really affordable and budget friendly for many different people. And so a couple of people on my channel said that they bought this one for a loved one. You could buy this one as a backup phone, or you could even use it as a main phone. There'll be some slowdowns every now and then. I'm not gonna front. The phone isn't perfect when it comes to speed, but you could get your different anime wallpapers on here straight out of the settings option on this one. So you don't even have to download an extra, you don't have to download an extra app for wallpapers. It's going to give you themes, wallpapers, everything like that you need to actually customize and tailor it to your own liking, which is another thing that I like. So yeah, you can see you could play around with it and make it your own, which is one of my favorite things about it. Having an account on here is basically optional, so you don't even need to have an account to get the themes. You could change ringtones, fonts, and you could even customize the themes here as well. The boot animation, classic or hyper OS. And so if you hit apply, you can actually change that to the hyper OS boot animation, or the classic one. So really good stuff here. This is really cool when it comes to the customization. You also have the ability to update your widgets and your wallpapers here. And you get more options for transition effects on the home screen. Click more and you can get into that menu I was showing you earlier. Click this option and it's gonna take you to the wallpapers option inside of the theme store, which is crazy. And then you could obviously add widgets from your list right here, which is going to give you a nice list of widgets to add and customize right on the home screen, so that you have those options and shortcuts available to you. So like the calendar one, for example, I could just drag this right onto the screen, and let's make a new window. Let's put it on the new window. It says right here. So we're going to put it right there on the window. We could do a transparent or a white background. And then there we go. Now I have my calendar widget right there on the home screen, which is clutch. So yeah, I really enjoy using this phone. Obviously, you can see it's going to have so many different features. Let me see if the software update is done at this point. Then we'll jump into the camera and the performance. But right now you have some additional features to play around with. One-handed mode and things like that. Game turbo mode for when you're gaming. You also do have a couple of different modes for optimized performance. So this is the game space right now. If I jumped into a game, I can pretty much launch it from here, and I could play like PUBG or something like that, which is crazy. So you can see this works great. It optimizes the CPU. And when you're in a game, you could just swipe to the right here, and it'll turn that on. So I'm gonna get back to this, but this is just a solid thing that they've added. They've also added video toolbox on here, which will allow you to do So basically, while watching videos, you could use the video toolbox, and it gives you a few different features to actually choose from a pop-up window when you're using this. So add a game, and you can even, so that it gives you a few options here that you can add the game. You can also add video apps. So it's giving you those video apps and things like that. So yeah, I'll show you that when we launch a game. But there's just so many features to play around with this. It's kind of crazy. And you get the wallpapers and personalization setting right here so that you can easily access this option here on your phone. So yeah, we do get a high refresh rate on here. If we go into settings, I'm going to show you that in just a second. So yeah, it's been 6 months on here. I've definitely been enjoying the experience so far. Very, very good software. It does have its slowdowns every now and then when you're using it, but you get a 120 hertz refresh rate, which makes the device super smooth. You could also customize it to 60 or default, which will dynamically increase the performance based off of your usage. So adjust refresh rate dynamically up to 120 based on the scenarios to balance the performance. So I just saw this option right here where it said that the update is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and install the new update onto here so we can kind of check it out. Let's go ahead, hit update is ready. And let's go ahead and see what's new. The March 2025. Let's go ahead and hit reboot, and then I'll get right back with you. So you can see that it's actually updating the system right now. And this looks really smooth, the transition effects. You can see when you scroll down, you get those widgets that pop up. Then it minimalizes itself right here. And then it just has a smooth like feel to it. Let me turn that all the way up. So now it says view the update. Let me click that button. It says security isn't responding. So let me just go back. I'm going to hit wait. Launcher isn't responding. Wait. So right here it says the March 2025 update right here. So that's what we've got on here now. So really good stuff right here. So yeah, they do give you so many features on here that it's nuts. If you go into the app tray, they're going to offer you this like little scrolling wheel on the side where you can alphabetically find apps, which makes it super easy to find apps in my opinion. So it just makes it a lot easier. If you're looking to find a certain app, it's going to be on this side. But yeah, that makes it super smooth. Obviously, everything is listed in alphabetical order. So you can easily get to, for instance, like the Bible app. Right now is very straightforward when it comes to finding apps. You get a peak brightness of about 450 nits on this device, so it's pretty decent when it comes to outdoor visibility. Loading times do take about a couple of seconds. Every now and then it will take an extra couple of seconds, but this phone also offers a touch sampling rate of 240 hertz, which is going to make gaming really nice. 260 pixels per inch. So the PPI is pretty medium density, 720 by 1640, 21 by 9 aspect ratio with the IPS display, the LCD, this panel, HD plus. So when it comes to like, let me show you. Certain times when I'm trying to swipe out of apps, it does take extra long. Like as you can see right there, it did take extra long when I'm swiping my finger. Sometimes the phone does go rogue on me, and I'm kind of just like waiting for it to respond to my touch. So you might have to like wait every now and then for it to respond. So you can see now it's really responsive right now. But I have all my apps on the home screen actually laid out in different folders. So I have like movies right here and videos. I just clicked that folder and nothing happened. And then I have music apps right here, music, games, more apps, system apps. Here it is. So now it's actually responding very fast, the calculator app. And you will notice that every now and then it'll have its moments where it's, just kind of trying to it's trying to, you know, optimize itself and things like that. So if I go into the app tray one more time, you can see they have it categorized so that it can kind of help you find certain things. Our gallery app is installed on here, so you have your own gallery app, which I like. You don't always have to use the Google Photos gallery app on this one. So that's another thing that's actually pretty solid about this phone, is that it has that feature. You can see it does take some time to load. And so, yeah, right now it's a little bit not as responsive as I would have liked, but I did take a lot of images on here that I want to show you. So let's, you know, obviously the cameras have been upgraded. And I'll add some shots that I take in this so you can see it's not responding. Let's just hit OK. And you can see this is one of the photos I took, and so it closed it out. Let's go into the camera real fast and wait for that to load up. So that's just the one thing about this phone, is it does have some pretty decent loading times. Not the best one I've ever seen in the world. Auto HDR is actually on here, and I just turned it off. But if you swipe down, you can actually choose your shutter type. So let's turn HDR back on. You also have shutter type. Take a photo by tapping or voice shutter. So just say, all you have to do is say the word, the magic word, and it will help. It will do that. So I'm going to turn that off. But if you say cheese, it'll take the photo. And that's kind of cool. I like that it does that. You also have timer, aspect, flash, time burst, tilt for the photo options there. You have your 1 and your 2x. And it goes all the way up to the zoom wheel is nice. It has a 10x zoom. So let me show you what the quality looks like in 10x. That's actually pretty good. Stable camera right there. So I did take a photo with 10x on here. Let's see how long that takes to open up after post photo. So it took a few seconds, as you can see right there, to actually load up. But there we go. There's our 10x zoom photo. Let's go back, and I'll take a 1x photo for you so you can see the difference. And let's show you that right there. So you can see the loading times do take a little bit of time. You will need some patience with this phone, but overall I could say that it did a really good job with this photo. When I zoom in, I'm getting really crystal clear details and actually really good colors also. So in order to use that 50 megapixel camera, you'll have to go all the way to the side and click 50 megapixel. And then when you take the photo with the 50 megapixel, it's going to give you a lot more pixels than it would if you took a standard photo. So when you zoom in, you're going to see the quality improve dramatically when it comes to the photo. You'll get a lot more pixels. It'll look a little bit more clear than the standard shot that I just took right here. So yeah, those are some cool things to note. And you also do get night mode, portrait mode, which you can adjust the aperture with this one, and you can kind of customize it to 1.4, so it kind of blurs out the background when you take a photo, for example. And so yeah, everything is, you know, pretty much at its own pace here, but you can see you do get some really good quality from this camera. Redmi also provides you really good quality when it comes to taking photos. As far as the video, you do get 1080 30 frames per second right here, resolution, or 720 to choose from. So those are your settings. And then if you go into your settings here, you can choose between different features here. So there's anti-banding, shutter sound, custom sound, so you can change the sounds up when you take a shot. It also gives you shot with screen off, so when taking photos or videos, screen will turn off after 3 minutes of inactivity. So yeah, you could turn that on or turn that off. Auto frame rate, reduce frames for videos in low light or high temperature environments, just so that it can catch up and kind of optimize itself a little better. I think they added that to just kind of give it a better experience. And then right here you have the speed for the shutter. So you do have shutter speed right here. And I'm just taking a video right now. I just want to show you what this video looks like. But as far as this video, it does look really clear. I'm not gonna front. I'll post this in the video so you could see it. But wow, I'm impressed with the fact that you do have the option right here to change the shutter speed. This is really cool, and it works so fast. So unlimited duration or 1800 all the way down to 4x, and then the duration right here. Unlimited. So yeah, those are some cool features to play with. This is time lapse actually, so that's the time lapse feature I was just messing around with. Video, photo, portrait, night mode, and your standard mode. And if you swipe down, you get your shutter types, regular, and then take a photo. So that's the camera in a nutshell. Let's go into the videos. Let's go into YouTube, and then we'll test out the gaming performance on this device. But yeah, after 6 months of using it, I think it's a really solid device. It doesn't get too hot. It has some pretty decent optimization on this one. So obviously, when you're scrolling social media or even YouTube, you get that high refresh rate with the high touch sampling rate. So it's just going to be a very pleasant phone most of the time. Let's do 8K macro. Typing experience is actually pretty good. You get this really nice sound. That's a really cool sound for the keyboard. I really like that sound effect. So let's go ahead and go into a sample for the video. These are the speakers. You can hear the speakers do get pretty loud. Here's the video. So a little bit muffly. Let me turn this down. And you get this little icon which differentiates the YouTube volume from the system volume. You can control the YouTube with the system volume, or you can just control it with the YouTube volume, and then the system volume will remain the same. So that's kind of cool. And then you get up to, right on this video, you get up to 2160. It does get choppy, so I always keep it at 1080p. It's just so it doesn't get choppy when I'm watching videos. So I really do like this phone for watching videos because it has that huge 6.88 display on here. Now jumping into gaming performance on this one, I would mainly recommend that you launch your games inside of that folder that I was showing you when it comes to games. So basically you just want to go to the game hub, which is in the settings menu. So you go to the settings menu, first find the settings menu right here, and then you just want to go to game turbo game or it's something like that. So let me show you right here. Go down until you see it. Right away it's not going to be available, but if you hit additional settings down here, it should be called Game Turbo, and then you just click there, and that's where you want to launch all your games. It'll pop up like in this mode right here, and then you can actually optimize it. So let's show you some features inside of here. Clicking the settings option right there will allow you to do performance mode. Right now it's got performance optimization turned on with screen brightness, lower screen brightness automatically. We could always turn that off so it won't adjust the screen brightness while we're playing games. You get do not disturb, but we're in performance mode. Optimization, game turbo is turned on, and you can add games and things like that. So now that I have that set to how I want, I'm gonna go into PUBG and start playing real fast. So gaming on this phone is really fun. You have 4 gigabytes with an extra 4 of extended memory. You have the MediaTek Helio G81 Ultra, and then you also do have a 12 nanometer chip. So Mali G52 MC2 is on here. The reason why this phone feels so good when it comes to the graphics is if you go to customize right here, you're gonna have ultra and smooth settings, but it has that 240 touch sampling rate, so everything is really responsive. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me see what's going on here. Everything looks really smooth, just to be 100% honest with you. There's no choppiness. Right there was some choppiness. I'm not even gonna front. But I got first blood right there. And the team that we're up against, they seem very competitive. But I just got redemption right there, 2 kills. Right now the phone is performing like a charm. It's performing like a gem actually right now. It's performing really smooth right now. I don't know how I didn't get that kill, but whatever. Let's play a couple of more times. But the performance is feeling really good on this device. It just feels so snappy. This team is really hard to compete against for some reason. I thought I had grenades. I don't have grenades. Let me see if I can get some grenades. I guess I just wow, that dude is like a sniper, but let me just try to kill him real fast so I could. These guys are way too good. Like, I don't know how this good, but the phone just performs really good. It doesn't even feel hot to the touch right now. I did want to show you that on the camera, you do have a 13 megapixel front camera, which does do beauty mode on here. So you can see it does take time to load up. It's taken a lot of time to load up. Let's flip it around. And this you can see how extra long sometimes this phone will kind of stress you out because of the loading times of certain apps. It stresses me out sometimes, which is the only downfall of this phone. But once it loads, it's like there's still some lag there. You can see right here, even just while holding it, it's taking some time to catch up to my face. It's doing a pretty decent job. Let me do a video. So it's lagging right now. It's not able to catch up in real time. You can see right here, a little bit frozen. And we'll just wait. As long as you just have to have patience with this one. So it's like frozen completely almost on this one. So I'm just gonna wait until it unfreezes. It's still okay. There we go. So it looks like it's ready. I'm gonna take a portrait shot. But this phone does have real good quality. You can also change the aperture of the portraits. Let me click right here. So it's freezing up again. You could also change the white balance right here. And right here is you look for the F and you can change the blur, but just a lot of freezing on this phone, which is the only thing that I can complain about. But when it comes to gaming, you barely notice the freezing because of the performance mode when you enhance it. So a lot of shutter delay. I just pressed the button and nothing happened. And it just took this photo like 5 seconds after I hit that button. So yeah, the chipset on here is not the best one I've ever used. It's actually very, very bad. Let's go into video. Even swiping the interface of the camera can start to get under your skin, and it can definitely be a little frustrating. So let's go to video. All right, there we go. Let me do a video. Hey, what's up? So this is the Redmi 14C. Let me know what you guys think about the overall quality. It actually looks really good on the front camera. So yeah, I'm recording the video right now. Let me know what you guys think. I do see a little bit of lag from what I'm saying to what I'm seeing, but this is just a quick audio sample. So I'll play that in the video so you can see it. Let me know what you guys think about the Redmi 14C. I know a lot of people are using this phone, and I just want to know what your opinion is about it. Do you think that it's really good? I think it has good security, good software. It just needs a little bit faster chip, maybe like a Snapdragon processing chip. You do have this option right here inside the phone called security, where you can actually boost the speed. Right here, if I clear the memory, I can make it faster. So this is what you want to do. Boost the speed on it, close all the apps out, and it says that it's 40% faster, 43% faster. Your phone device is 16% faster now. So 63%. And then you want to clean it out, boost the speed, and then hit the cleaner. Make sure you hit both of those, and then start doing whatever you were trying to do after that. And I'm pretty sure you're going to get better results when it comes to the performance. So clean up 1.4 gigabytes. That's a lot of information that they just cleaned out of here. I'm not sure if that's actually real, but it looks like the phone is now 98% optimized from where it was before. And then you have your common features that you can access: Game Turbo, App Lock, hide apps, for, if you want to make sure your phone is really protected, you can do that. Solve problems, blacklist, you can block people right here. So there's just a lot of tool. Clear app data in the background, so you could Google Maps, clock, and clear the background data. And there's many ways to actually optimize the performance on here, so I can't even lie, they do a good job when it comes to optimization. And then you have your security scan for viruses as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Redmi 14C after 6 months. I'm going to get back with you in the comment section and answer any of your questions. But I definitely like this device. I just think that the chip is a little bit slow on here. Maybe if they had, instead of 4 gigabytes out of the box, maybe if they had 8 gigabytes, the 8 gigabytes version would probably be a lot better. But let me go into RAM boost and see how much RAM I'm actually utilizing right now, and that'll kind of give me, that'll be the tell-all as to what is happening here. So go into your settings. You could just type it in the search option at the top. Just click RAM, hit search, or you could type memory. Let me see, RAM details. So it's using the 4 extra gigabytes on this device right out of the gun. So yeah, that's everything that I did want to show you with this one. Here it is, memory extension, and yeah, I'm using those 4 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. I definitely think my favorite thing about this is customizing it. And I also like the gaming performance with the 240 hertz. I also think that the quality of the images comes out really good too, as well. But yeah, that's it for this phone. I like this wallpaper right here. I think I'm going to change it to this wallpaper right here. This is actually really ancient and really sacred as far as this theme. I think this is a theme. Let me go back. Yeah, this is a theme. I'm going to change it to this theme. And once you change the themes with these phones, the entire layout changes. So I really like this this entity or this character. The spirit is definitely vibing with me. You can see all the buttons change, the layout changes and everything, and it just looks like a completely different phone now, as you can see. And this, I like this a lot. And then when I lock the screen and I double tap it, I could wake the screen with a double tap, and you get this new lock screen animation. It unlocks my face now, unlocks with my face, and then you have the fingerprint as well there to play around with. But yeah, I really like using this phone for many reasons, because of the customization mostly. Also, you can see my boost speed and my turbo here are separately on the home screen, so I could get to those faster. And yeah, I'm not even complaining overall. I think it's a really solid phone. 18 watts charging speed. They did put the 33 watts brick in here, and I really like the design as well. And also the imitation leather back is also kind of nice to play around with. And you could put the case on here that they did provide just for protection when you're going out and about, just so you don't crack your screen, because if this phone hits a rock on an uneven surface, it's gonna crack just like any other phone would. So you just want to be extra careful, and it does protect the lip of the phone so that it can prevent falls. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I'll check you guys later. But if you're still here, just type in the comment section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And I'll hit you back. I'll check you guys later. Namaste.